Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of GSM Terror. I'll be your host, Gangstar Magician himself, the one and only, okay? And I'm here to deliver you the message because that's what I love to do, because I do what I love, and I love what I do, and I love being here with you, and that is why I'm always here consistently every day, 9 p.m. Eastern Time Standard. Yes, that is correct. That is right. You have to stay consistent. So when you stay consistent, that's when people know they can count on you. And when people know they can count on you, is when you are reliable, okay? You are responsible, efficient, okay? You have a routine. You are a Knight of Pentacles. Yes, you are. Okay, so let's get something going here. Let's get started. I forgot my spray, but it's okay. We're protected, okay? I'm not getting up. I'm not restarting to go get spray. No. That's not what I'm going to do. And I'm also just... Great, there are two cups. Yes. Sometimes, you just got to get right to it sometimes, Basically, we're just at that point right now. We're just getting to it, okay? We're not going to sit here and play games no more. All right? We're not going to sit here and put up charades, okay? And, act all out of, whatever. It's just, the games are over. I see exactly what's happening here with certain people. And it's all designed to keep you down. That's the worst part about it. Just the energy of the divine feminine. That's our collective energy. It's all designed to keep us down. Okay, remember that. We are collective. Okay, we all are one. Okay, we're not all different people. Okay, we just try to fit the stories all together. You know what I mean? Think about it. It's like 5,000 people of different stories, and you have to jumble it all into one. So I mean, that's why you always gotta take what resonates and leave the rest. But most of the time, it's about the story, okay? It's about not exactly it being the same. It's about the exact lesson that needs to be learned from it, okay? That's the point, okay? That's where you need to go with, okay? And that's what it really comes down to. It's all about learning the lesson. It's not about when, how, who. It's about learning the lesson and why you need to learn the lesson and what needs to be done to complete the lesson. Okay, because remember, you're going to keep doing it until you complete it. The cycle doesn't end, okay, until you complete it. So, I'm going to do these cards first. So, it's just, you have to remember that. It doesn't end until you complete it. So, if you get stuck in a cycle, for instance, we are coming into a Neptunian cycle right now, okay? If you continue to do the same things that you were doing during that cycle that haven't changed, you're going to be stuck in that cycle again because you've already been in this cycle, okay? And that's why it just keeps going and going and going. But now you have knowledge. You're aware, okay? You know more than, sometimes you know more than you're letting on, okay? So just... Come on, I know you know. I know you're smarter than this. I know you know what needs to be done. All right, the Gangstar Magician is telling you. I tell you every day what to do. Okay, come on, let's get this done, please. All right, so let's see what's going to be the overall energy here for us. God, please, and thank you for our favorite divine feminine collective, magical gangstars of the world. Okay, yes, thanks. Oh, perfect. Of course, we have our King of Cups here, okay? So we know this King of Cups. We know they're here for us, okay? It's your counterpart, okay? That's their default, all right? They might be shady, they might be whatever, but at the end of the day, this is all designed, all to make you the best version of yourself. Realistically, that's the way you gotta look at it. You are becoming the best. You're getting knowledge that, spiritual knowledge that most people don't even know, okay? So there you go. I would be grateful, okay? And you should be, and I believe you are, okay? Because these people that came up against you, they're under judgment, okay? Because it's always good to have gratitude, okay? And we're grateful that these people are going to be under judgment, okay? Because they deserve to be. They're not going to get away with this. Nobody gets away with anything. That's the thing. People are going to understand that now. Nobody gets away with this. Nobody walks out of this, all right? Because if you want to do the wrong thing, you're going to get dealt with. You're going to get dealt with accordingly. And guess what, brother? The 8th house crew has jurisdiction over you, okay? We can do whatever we want with you, okay? So just be aware of that. That's the thing these people need to know. Because we have you know, we control the karma. We control the death, okay? We're the ones, okay? They didn't want us to know this. That's why they didn't want us to wake up, okay? Because we are the most dangerous of all the earth angels. And they knew this. And they were like, ooh, you gotta stop those. Of course you're gonna want to stop the most dangerous, you know, from waking up. But that's not gonna happen, because the Gangstar Magician's up, and so are you. Alright, so we're coming. We're coming to get you. Okay, we're like the boogeyman to these people. Trust me when I tell you, because Knight of Swords, you're action-oriented, you're ambitious, driven to succeed. You are the boogeyman, okay? People, when they talk about you, they say, oh, this Gangstar. That's what they tell you. That's what they tell them. You're the monster to them, okay? You're their monster. Because, yes, you are this wish come true, and you are getting a wish come true. And that, for some reason, makes you a monster. I don't know, but this is what it comes down to. Because these demons are so sick. They're the real monsters, but they projecting so many years, so many lifetimes, that they don't even know what they are. That's the thing. They don't know what they are. They really believe that Ten of Wands, you were going to carry the burden here. Like, are you nuts? No, they are. All right, and they're going to get squashed by it too, because you are the sexy-ass Queen of Wands, who has your King of Cups, okay? So just know, these people are under judgment, all right? Too action-oriented, too ambitious, you're too driven to succeed. You charge ahead with confidence and determination. You're ready to conquer any obstacle in your path. You said barricades, you run right through them, used to them, okay? And you kick the shit out of it. And you said, knocked it right over. The guy said, yo, man, why don't you knock my barricade over? He said, brother, I run right through them. Didn't you know that? And he said, oh, yeah, sorry about that. So, yeah, and then, you know, haven't seen the guy since. But here's the thing, is that you have your King of Cups here. And, you know, you are their wish come true. I mean, you have all it takes to fulfill your needs and wishes. Okay, you are this Queen of Wands. Your warmth and confidence inspire those around you. Of course. I mean, come on. That's why these people are under judgment, because they wanted to, you know, bring you down, but now they have to be accountable for their actions. That's why they're under judgment. So, you know, people just can't get away with whatever they want anymore. You're not just going to hurt good people anymore. You're not going to abuse children anymore. These days are over, okay? I'm done with it. We're not allowing it, okay? Because we can't control it. We have control over this, okay? These people cannot do anything to us. They cannot hurt us. And they need you not to know. They need you to not know that, okay? When you're a chosen earth angel, you cannot be killed. You cannot be anything, okay? Only way you could be taken out is by old age or you taking yourself out. That's the only way. And I mean, like, you know, that could be through drug overdose, that could be suicide, it could be all types of stuff, you know. Overindulgence, all types of stuff. But once you get yourself up and awake and you're ready to go and you're, you know, spiritually awake, you know what's going on. You're in good karma mode, you can't be touched. It's the truth. It's just all about not having the fear. You don't have to under fear. That's why I keep telling you, no, not under fear. They need you to get controlled by fear. And when you don't fear nothing is when nobody can control you. And that's why when you're uncontrollable, when you don't fear anything, nothing could ever happen to you. Okay, people will just stay away from you. Demons, the devil don't want nothing to do with you, brother. Trust me when I tell you, you chase these demons the fuck out of here. You chase them out of town. Fucking gave them open hand smack, you kicked them in their ass, and you chased them. You said, get the fuck out of here. Don't come around here no more. You're not welcome. You're not welcome here. Alright? You made you stand. You took a stand. You put your fucking flag down. You said, this is my area. Get the fuck out of here. That's what you did, too. I love it. I love it. I love it. Alright, so let's see. What else? Let's get an overall energy here, God. Please and thank you. The Divine Feminine Collective, our favorite, the best of all time. I love them, the magical gangsters of the world. Okay, 8th house crew. What do we got here? Okay, so we have this Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so somebody must be confused. Might be somebody has some cloud of judgment here. Maybe a mental block. A lot of chaos going on around this area. That's for sure. And you, Knight of Swords, again, are action-oriented, ambitious, driven to succeed. Okay, you're defending your beliefs here, okay? Because you charge ahead with confidence and determination. Of course you do. Very ambitious person you are. Yes, you are. I love you for that, too. That's the best part about you. Yes, it is. Okay, because now we know who's this cloud of judgment here. Is this Magician in reverse character. This person is not a Gangstar Magician, okay? They are Far from it. So they're being seen as a one-trick pony. Okay, this is most likely the devil. Okay, because they can't come up against you. Okay, they don't stand a chance. And I mean, it's made perfectly. There's no more. Okay, they know there's nowhere else to go here. Okay, because people are seeing them as being confused now by the way they respond to you, because they've never been not in control. Okay, this person's always been in control, but the fact when they come against you, this devil is not in control. Okay, they're never in control. When you come up against the high priestess is more powerful than them all. Any devil, any day of the week. Okay, so this is the energy they try to keep you from. But at the end of the day, you became this because of this. Because of these people attacking you, made you into this. You would have never. You were just Queen of Cups. You're just a lovable Queen of Cups. So now, you have to be this, 8th house fucking master here that has to, deal with all this crazy nonsense. Okay, but at the end of the day, you're still this fool. You're still pure. You're still innocent. You're still going to get your new beginnings. Everything's still going to work out. Okay, because what's meant for you will always find you. Remember that, okay? It doesn't matter how fucked up it got. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. It doesn't matter at any time, because you will always get what is meant for you, okay? Because whatever, illusions that are created about you, they eventually will become shattered. But the truth will always, will always come through, okay? Remember, a lie is halfway around the world when the truth is putting their pants on, okay? So there's, it doesn't matter, but the truth has endurance, so it lasts. See, the lie just goes and then it runs out, okay? It runs out of steam, because when it's not true, it's like, hey, that wasn't true. Like, and just they needed that to go. You had to go with the lie. Like they had to make you into it. So it was like, for instance, I'll say you're not a criminal, okay? And it's like, these people want to make you seem like you're like this bad person, this thug, this criminal, but you're not, okay? So what they'll do is make up lie, oh yeah, they did this, and then boom, 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 they put you in jail for something that you didn't do, and they're saying, see, look, we told you they're a criminal, but you didn't even do anything, you were never a criminal in the first place, but you're in jail, and they won't let you out, okay? And you're like, so they need you to go with that narrative. So now, say when you get out of jail, then if you become bad, it gets skipped, but you just didn't even do anything, okay? You just kept going with it. So it didn't happen. All right, so my point is I'm just using that as an analogy, is that they wanted to make you like, oh, you're crazy, you're this, but throw you in mental house, oh, they're a drug addict, throw you in rehab, whatever, but you were never any of this stuff, okay? And you just said, that's not who I am. I'm not that. No, that's not who I am. Okay, and this is what these people, they didn't expect you to do that. They thought, because they've done this to other people, and nobody's ever come back like this. You are a danger. You really are a danger to society. Yes, you are. Okay, and you know who you really are a danger to? This King of Swords in reverse. The malicious King of Swords in reverse. This character that lacks empathy, okay? They lack empathy gene. Okay, they abuse their power. Very manipulative individual here. Very cold. Yes. One of your biggest enemies, it is. Most certainly is. They could be the Joker to you here, this person. This is how devious this character is, but it is what it is. They will always end up exposing themselves because they don't have self-control. That's the thing. This person has no self-control. They overindulge, okay, and their projections are going to be returned to them. And everything they said about you is going to be returned to them, because this person did a lot of negative stuff. This person probably your counterparts here, telling them that you were this, that, blah, 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 the other thing. And none of it was true, okay? They even probably lied about you, maybe got locked up or something, say for instance, or whatever it is, just caused a big rift. And then none of that ever came true, okay? None of that was ever true. So this person now is like, well, they don't know what to say, okay? They're stuck. This is what it is. This is a confused magician reverse. This is a one trick. This is the devil, okay? The devil at the end of the day, an 8 of Wands, things are rapidly moving here along, okay? Because they don't have any more moves. They're clouded shut. They're making mistakes. It will only last so long. They don't have it together anymore, all right? They're not under control. They're not in control. Okay, and look at this. They got with them? The High Priestess in reverse. Okay, the Matriarch. Wow, so we haven't seen this in quite a bit. All right, so now this is back. All right, so the matriarch and the King of Swords in reverse, the malicious King of Swords in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. Okay, the tandem, Mo and Larry of the Three and Stooges. That is who I call this. The King of Swords in reverse, High Priestess in reverse is Larry, King of Swords in reverse is Mo, and the King of Cups in reverse is Curly, and that's your counterpart, is the third Stooge. Okay, because these are the two that control your counterpart in the background. It could be like their mother, it's like their best friend too, something like that. Could be your mother, could be your copycat's mother. But here's the thing, you are too balanced for these two characters. They, whatever their malicious ways, whatever despicable manner they, operate in, it doesn't work on you, okay? Their spells don't work, okay? You killed their confidence because you stood up to them, okay? And you showed that they're nothing. And now your counterpart's saying that they're nothing because of the way they're responding to you. Okay, because remember, the demons will always give themselves away by how they respond to you. Okay, they can't keep it together. They don't have the self-control. See, a demon will always give himself away. Like, they're the type of people that want to complain at restaurants. These are the people that want to, like, do things that are just, like, rude. You know what I mean? That are just very, like, they give themselves away. So it's very easy. Once a person does stuff like that, and they act a certain way, they're a demon. Nobody acts that way. Nobody is just mean to service people for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not how it goes. Nobody is like that. So, unless you're a fucking jerk off or something's wrong with you, you have to be a demon to be like that. Okay, because you're too balanced. You treat people with respect. Okay, you know how to act like respect. See, these two, they are disrespectful. They act like they're better. They put their nose up to people. These High Priestess members, they thought that they were better than you. Thought you were better than us, didn't you, matriarch? Guess what, brother? You are now going to have to, pay the ultimate price, okay? Because we know what you are, okay? And that's why Nine of Swords, they're all in their bed, they're anxious, they're depressed, they don't know what to do because they didn't see this coming. They didn't see you as this fool, this pure and innocent fool coming back here, exposing him as magician in reverse. Now they're being seen with cloud of judgment. Why would you do this? Why would you attack this pure and innocent fool? And remember, the full energy is universal energy, okay? And you run on universal energy, okay? So when you are in full energy and you are attacked, that means they are attacking the universe. And the universe does not like to be attacked for no reason, okay? Because that it is. You don't attack a fool. It's a pure and innocent person you're attacking that's not minding their business. And they're still attacking you, okay? And that's why Four of Cups, they're getting rejected because people are seeing them do that. They say, why are you continuing to do this? Why are you doing this? They have no answers. They're saying that you're doing this to them. They're saying it's you. They're losing their mind because they think that they don't know they don't know what's real anymore. Okay, because they thought that you were just going to fall at the wayside. Okay, but you just got back up and you got stronger and stronger and stronger. Took your energy back and showed these people who's who here. Okay, and that's why Three of Swords in reverse. You're recovering from heartbreak. Okay, of course you are, because you don't care what happens to you. Maybe your counterpart's recovering from heartbreak. Somebody is, but you have new beginnings here. It's a 1 year. Okay, it's a whole new cycle. Okay, you have this King of Pentacles here with you. Of course you do. This King of Pentacles, they see your value. They see how pure and innocent you are. You are their wish come true. Yes, you are. You're a Nine of Pentacles. You don't need anybody. You've done this all by yourself for how long now? Come on. All right, and now Ten of Cups in reverse. This High Priestess in reverse. This Mo and Larry, King of Swords in reverse. They had some. This is not built on unconditional love. Whatever relationships or whatever these people are a part of, these are just angry people who are now in disharmony. There's broken relationships. There's disconnection. Okay, they don't have their foundation built on a Ten of Cups like you. Okay, they have more of this Ten of Wands instead. They're carrying the burden now. They have to carry the burden. Why did you attack a pure and innocent fool? Why? They can't say it's preposterous anymore. Why did you do it? Why did you lie? Why did you say this? This goes way back. This isn't just something that just happened. This goes way back. Why did you do this? This is why these energies are taking themselves out, because they're caught. They're attacking the universe, and the universe is coming back and saying, no, you don't do that. Okay, they say you don't attack an unconditionally loving fool, okay, that's recovering from heartbreak. That's exactly what the fuck this was. They are attacking an unconditionally loving fool who is recovering from heartbreak, that's moving on with their lives. And these people don't like it because they want you to focus on them as, oh my God, look what they did, blah, blah, blah. And like, have their life revolve around them, but you're just like, I don't give a fuck about you. And you just went on, moved on your way. And then it took all the energy with them. That's why the Three Stooges, they came undone here. Okay, because they tried to block your Two of Cups, but that wasn't going to happen because you are always going to get that Two of Cups. It's your wish come true. Nobody's going to stop it, especially Mel and Larry. They're definitely not going to stop it. They're no good, those rotten bastards. Okay, remember the third stooge always changes. There's been three different stooges. Three different third stooges, okay? But there's only been one, you, Queen of Cups. One sexy ass, loving Queen of Cups. It matches up completely with this. Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, Fool, Three of Swords in reverse. An unconditionally loving Queen of Cups, pure and innocent, unconditionally loving Queen of Cups with the new beginnings, who's recovering from heartbreak, is what you are. And you have a High Priestess in reverse, a King of Swords in reverse, that is a Magician in reverse energy. Okay, this is like a witch and a warlock, like a high-level witch warlock. Okay, that have cloud of judgment now, are being seen. They're doing this now. They're not. It's not being hidden any longer. Okay, a lot of this, the mask is off now. They're anxious and depressed because they're caught. What they got caught to doing this. This is all designed to keep your divine masculine stuck. Okay, so that they could, continue to siphon off your energy through your energy. Okay, because they wanted you to, pine after your counterpart. Okay, it was, and then basically it was just to take you both out eventually at the end. Once you got taken out, the counterpart, they would have had them overindulge themselves to death. Okay, once they took you out, because your counterpart would have never. They listen. Your counterpart is not. They love you. Okay, so it's like they don't want to do this anymore, but they understand. At least they have some understanding of what needs to be done, how this has to be cleared. So it is what it is. Like, not all of them are as aware as some. Some are more aware than others, okay? Just like you're more aware than some other, divine feminines out there. You're more aware than them, okay? Just, that's what it is. Just on different timelines, okay? So eventually people all get to that level, and they all get there, okay? It just happens all just different speeds. But it's always have to have people there to guide, let people give you that. Like, I'm giving you the information, okay? And then you are going to give other people this information. And then it's going to really change things for us, okay? Because remember, we had this King of Pentacles here, and they see your value. They know your worth, okay? They want to be with you. They want to work with you. They know. King of Pentacles, that could be just a manager. That could be just somebody who you could trust. Doesn't necessarily have to always be romantic, okay? It could be a partnership of sorts. But can also be, because you do find this energy very sexy. Okay, now we know this Devil in reverse, they're being released. Okay, so this is telling me this High Priestess in reverse and this King of Swords in reverse, they're being released. I mean, it says freedom, release, overcoming addictions, breaking free from limitations. Okay, this devil's getting dropped on their head. Not only are they seen, but they're being released. Okay, so this tells me this is why these King of Swords are reversed and this High Priestess is reversed. Mel and Larry are now Nine of Swords in their bed, all anxious and depressed because Curly left the show. And now they know that Curly was the real money maker. That's where the real energy was coming. That's why people came to watch the show, was for Curly. And then they lost it. And then what happens? They get Shemp, and then the ratings plummet. Okay, so this is exactly what this is. I'm telling you, like, that is a perfect analogy. I love that. Okay, fucking Curly, third stooge. Your counterpart don't want to be the third stooge no more. They want to go on their own. Remember, they're the star of the show. Okay, that's what the Hierophant said also. Or that's what the justice is here. I'm sorry. That's what the justice is in this situation. Is that you clearly are showing these people what is what, and so is your counterpart. Okay, and but it's all designed to be this way. It's so perfect. It's so fairy tale-esque, okay, that how this is all going to work out. And you're going to wonder where fairy tales come from. From you. That's where they come from people. Okay, where do you think they come up with these stories? Okay, Nine of Pentacles, because you are this Nine of Pentacles. This is what we're doing. We're telling a story here, and this is all going to manifest because we believe it's going to manifest. We believe this is going to happen. We know this is happening. Okay, so mote it be, so shall it be. Okay, that is for sure. Okay, because that's for sure. They're carrying the burden. This King of Swords in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. All right, this devil's being released. This broken relationships, confused people, very confused. All right, so let me do one or two and I'll do, whatever, confirmation. Okay, yeah, you're too strong here. Okay, that's what it comes down to. Your strength is what it didn't affect you. They needed you to be down and out, but you came back stronger and you proved that these people was all lies. You proved it because Knight of Pentacles, like I said, you are this hardworking, you are this efficient, you are this responsible. You had a routine, and that is really why this devil is in disarray now. The devil's in disarray because of you. All right, so we know now that we have this King of Swords in reverse and this High Priestess in reverse that are very anxious and depressed right now. They're being released, being seen as Magician in reverse, being seen Ace of Swords in reverse, confused, Cloud of Judgment. You know, they're seeing it like they're seeing that way. Very confused right now they are. They don't know how this is happening. Even though you made this very clear that this was going to happen maybe years ago. But you're showing how things manifest, okay? How words, because they wanted you to like not know stuff. They want you to just be totally unaware of what's going on, be totally ignorant. That was all designed to make you this way and make you believe a certain kind of way. But you're believing exactly the way you want to believe now. You're believing whatever the fuck you want, and nobody's going to tell you anything. They let it get this far, okay? They can't control you anymore. Now you cannot be controlled. Hey. Thanks, appreciate you. Appreciate you underestimating us, okay? So let's get an overall energy here, God. Let's get a clarification, confirmation here, please, and thank you for our magical gangstars. My very lovable magical gangstars. They're very strong. Strong Queen of Cups we have, pure and innocent. Okay, so yeah, of course, Two of Wands reverse. They didn't plan this for, okay? Trust me when I tell you, King of Swords reverse, High Priestess reverse. Mo and Larry did not plan this for. They didn't plan for Curly to leave the show, okay? They didn't, like I said, Six of Swords. They didn't plan for Curly to leave them behind, okay? They didn't plan for this. And that's exactly what's happening. This is why this devil's being released. That's exactly what it is. They're devils. They're the devils, both of these two. They couldn't even redeem themselves. What they did was so hideous. It would be like, I don't know what they could do. I really don't know how they could heal, what they could do, because they won't be able to kill their ego. This is going to end ugly. Okay, because Nine of Swords, you're too brave, you're too courageous, you're too strong. I mean, it's been proven, it's documented, it's seen, your counterpart's seen it, okay? They've seen what you've been through, they've seen you survive, and they've seen you come back, okay? And it's like, wow, how did they do this, okay? Four of Cups, and that's why they're rejecting these people. That's why Curly is rejecting these people. He does not want to be bothered with Mo and Larry no more. He says, listen, all they do is smack him, give him open hand smacks. All they do is, you know, pull on his nose, poke him in his eyes, kick him in his head. He says, I'm done with this. He says, you know, we don't do that over here. We only do that to demons now over here. So, you know, the demons are the ones who get open hand smacked, kicked in their ass, chased. That's what happens. So I told you, that's why I came over here. Got rid of these demons. Now it's tumbleweeds around here. Okay, because, you know, Five of Swords, they want to win at all cost against you. And winning at a cost really cost them, that's for sure. Okay, these people, they wanted to compete with you. They're very sneaky, they're bullies, they steal, they're abusive, they do things, they abuse children. These are sick people, they're demons. This is what they do. This is how they keep themselves going. By doing the most fucking heinous things, okay? And here we know, Queen of Cups, you're here. You are this strong-ass, brave Queen of Cups. Very lovable person, unconditionally loving, recovering from heartbreak, and people are still attacking you. Why? What are you attacking us for? We send it all back to you anyway. It doesn't matter. Plus, we're now so protected that whatever these people do, they can't even touch you because they're already released from your energy field. Okay, now you're protected. So it's like, what can you say? What can you do? There's nothing they can do. They can't get to you. Okay, Two of Pentacles, you were too flexible. You were able to adapt, balanced. Okay, you had Seven of Pentacles in long-term view. Okay, you were hardworking. You're perseverant. All right, you weren't gonna stop. Like, well, that was never gonna stop about you. They thought that you were just gonna give up. Like, you know, all you have to do is call your energy back. Call my energy and my power back. I call my energy and my power back. I call my energy and my power back. Thank you. You know what I mean? Like, and then you get yourself cleansed. You don't have to worry about this no more. Okay? You can stay in this hermit energy. Become the best version of yourself. There's nothing, you're not missing nothing. Okay? There's no rush. There's no one to see. Okay? Five of Wands. That is why whatever conflict, competition, robbery, there is none. Okay? You are just, these people have it only strife and tension amongst themselves now. That's all it is. Okay, yeah, because you have the King of Wands in reverse now. Okay, so you have the whole crew here, this whole fucking tandem. You have this King of Swords in reverse. So maybe this King of Wands in reverse now is going to be added into the Three Stooges now. Okay, this may be, what's his name? This is Shemp now. Okay, so now we got the third Stooge coming back. So we have King of Wands in reverse is Shemp now. Okay, so somehow or another, this King of Wands in reverse is coming together with this High Priestess in reverse because they all have a common goal, and that is to destroy you, okay, because you have secrets about these people, okay. They want to stop you from having this Four of Wands, but it's not going to happen because they're being released. These are the characters that are going down. I don't think these ones can recover. These are the ones that have to be sacrificed, I believe. And I'm not saying that like they're just going to have to do it. It's like, these are the ones. These are your biggest enemies. Okay, yes, they're your biggest enemies. You, this Queen of Pentacles, the ideal spouse, the one everyone comes to see, the one everyone wants to be. That is who you are. Okay, you are this Queen of Pentacles. You are this Queen of Cups. You are this pure and innocent Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, who's in hermit energy, that's recovering from heartbreak, that's brave and courageous, who's unconditionally loving. Okay, who's a Nine of Pentacles, clearly a Nine of Pentacles, right? I mean, you are abundant and confident. You know what I mean? That's what it is. The Queen of Pentacles, you are naturally abundant on your own. You don't need anybody. Clear as day here. Strength. I mean, you're also, we know this Queen of Wands, we know you're this Empress, High Priestess, Gangstar Magician. We know this. And these people, they try to say that you were not this, okay? But now they can't. This is what their common thing is. This is how they come together, is they all lied about you, okay? These are just demons that are grouping up now to come against you, but they're being released. The devil's on his head here. He's being released. It's 10 of Cups in reverse. They tried to win at all costs, and it really cost them. Okay, because you are the one who's getting this 10 of Pentacles. You are the one they want to take this from you. They thought that they were going to come in, Destiny Swap, let you build this 10 of Cups, take that, and they just kick you, throw you off the boat. But you caught them. You said, no, no, no. Remember, 7 of Pentacles, we're too hardworking, we're too perseverant, too driven to succeed. You're not going to stop us. Okay, they just thought you were just going to stop being hardworking, I guess. Just give up. But no, it didn't happen. Didn't happen that way. Okay, here's a confirmation, because they are magician reverses. They're being seen as one-trick ponies. This is the devil being seen here. 7 of Swords as betrayers. That's what they did. They betrayed. They're betrayers. The worst of the worst, these people. I'm telling you. Ooh. They're the worst of the worst, okay? And now 5 of Wands in reverse. They want to avoid conflict with you, okay? They want to agree to disagree, okay? This is what it's coming down to. Now, the way they think they're going to get out of this is by agreeing to disagree with you and just hoping that you just go with it, okay? Like, you're going to just, you know, be happy that they're agreeing to disagree with you. They must not know who they're dealing with, okay? Because Ace of Swords, because you clearly see that this is bullshit. And you're not here to make truces with these people, especially these 3. These are 3 energies that you do not, these are the 3. You're done with them. King of Wands in reverse, High Priestess in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. Finish. They're your biggest enemies. They have to go. That energies have to go. Okay, because 6 of Pentacles in reverse, because it's a one-sided charity with them. They want to take. They don't want to give. They don't want to do anything. It's all about power and domination with these 3. And that's why they're finished, okay? They're done. The 3 Stooges are going off the air. Okay, you, Curly, are too ambitious, action-orientated. Okay, you're too driven to succeed. You got your own show. People come to see you. They don't come to see Mo, Larry, and Shemp. You come to see Curly. Okay, remember that. Shemp. King of Wands in reverse, he is. Fucking Shemp. Fuck out of here. You can never replace Curly, our divine masculine, okay? Because you know why? Because you are this High Priestess, and you clearly see this is exactly what's going to happen. You're describing things in ways that people have never seen before. It makes it very easy to understand, too. And that's why 3 of Pentacles, people want to work with you. They want to collaborate. They know, okay? They see your value. They see what you're all about. You do things other people can't do, okay? You show people things that have never been seen before. They don't even know what you are, where you came from. 7 of Pentacles, you are this hardworking, you had this long-term view, you knew exactly who you are, and you knew exactly where you were coming from, because 4 of Cups, you're rejecting whatever is not for your highest good, because of course you are. Why wouldn't you? Why would you even want to deal with anything like this? So we got a lot of good going here. I have some Oracle cards I do on the memberships. I'm going to probably do, but let's just do 1 or 2 more. Okay, yeah, so yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse. These are reckless, unfocused characters here with scattered energy. Okay, again, you are the sexy-ass Queen of Wands. I mean, we know Curly finds that most sexy about you. Your counterpart finds that energy the most sexy. Okay, we have you as the High Priestess here. I mean, you are this pure and innocent High Priestess. I mean, here's confirmation again. 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, there's domestic disharmony here. Shattered dreams here. Okay, these people are seeing Four of Pentacles as greedy. Okay, stingy. They want to control things. So we have the Magician in reverse here twice. We got the Ten of Cups in reverse twice. You got the Devil in reverse. I mean, King of Swords in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. This whole group is done. They're finished. It's over. The extrusions are canceled. There's no love here. Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is all conditional. It's all what can you do. It's all one-sided. Okay, that's why Four of Swords. Maybe you're rested and relaxed, and your counterpart needs to rest and relax. Get away from this. Keep getting your energy back. Keep recuperating. So what's going to be the end result? What's going to be the hopes and fears? What's going to come of this here? God, please and thank you. Okay, here you go. Three of Swords. Recovering from heartbreak again. So that's another confirmation. You are recovering from heartbreak, okay? That is the clearest thing here. You're recovering from heartbreak, and these people are attacking you because you're recovering from heartbreak, okay? They're mad that you're not heartbroken over them anymore. So now they want to continue to attack you, but the fact is you're protected because you are this High Priestess, Gangstar Magician, okay, who's in Hermit energy, who's super strong, okay, that has Hermit energy, and that has Nine of Wands, brave and courageous, unconditionally loving, Six of Cups, full energy, pure and innocent, who has this, you know, is clearly a Nine of Pentacles, clearly don't need anybody because they are the ideal spouse, very loving, Ten of Pentacles here, okay, so we know things are good for you, okay, we know whatever options, illusions, confusions, there is none, okay, because you are the only option here, all right, and that is a fact, and everybody knows, okay, because that is why Eight of Swords, whatever negative thoughts are being released about you, okay, because the people see that none of this is true. They see that this is lies because you did not go with the narrative. You sent back whatever these projections are, and that is why you have your Four of Wands, okay? You are going to get your happy home, your milestone, okay? Your reunion. You deserve it. You earned it. It is yours. Yes, it is, and I like this reading. Yes, I do. Now I got some oracle cards. Yes, I do this on the members thing, so maybe let's start doing this here. It's good to have the oracles. Get a little thing, maybe what you need to know. A little advice here, you know, added advice. Okay, so it says reward and recognition. Reward and recognition. Okay, congratulations. Your hard work will soon pay off. That's good. Okay, and take you in the direction of your dreams. Acknowledge your efforts and own your power. That's what I've been saying. That's who you are, Curly. You got to get your power. That's what we're telling your counterpart. But you too, you have the power, okay? Trust me when I tell you, okay? Because it says speak up. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You know, right? Okay, you can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. What they're saying, it's time for you to move on and let it be happy. Okay, because it's saying it's time for you to jump in, okay? Jump in, okay? Because you're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time, is what this is saying. This is that time. Wow. This is that time for you. Okay, because it's saying time for you to get this caring connection, because it says a new supportive relationship is on the horizon. It might be a kindred spirit or possibly even romance. Okay, it could be someone new or in the deepening of an existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection. That's what you have to do. Open your heart to this new connection, or walk away, okay, because that's what it says, or walk away, because you're wasting your precious energy on something that will never bear fruit. It's time to turn your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose. Okay, so if there's anything that, you know, you're around somebody that's not your highest good, you must reject them, the card says. Okay, okay, because you consider your options, it's saying. Okay, because you're narrowed your focus to one desired outcome. Okay, and you might be missing a bigger opportunity. Open up and let the universe send you the highest possible result. Okay, don't sell yourself short, is what that's saying. okay? Because you have to release whatever judgment you have towards yourself or others, because that's not what you're here to do. You're not here to judge anyone, because holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision, okay? Because you're not able to see things from different perspectives. Release it and see the world in your path with clear eyes. That's for sure. It's like Visine for you. That's what that is. See the world with clear eyes, it's saying. All right, I'll do one more and then I'm done. I feel like this is a good one. I like this one. I feel that I deserve a good rating on this one. I like this reading. Okay, so what's going to be the end here for you? Okay, just know you're going to be grounding yourself, because that's what you do. You're a groundhog. Groundhog's Day is coming up. Okay, how about that? It's tomorrow. Okay, you're being asked to ground yourself. You're spending too much time in your head, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feeling this brings, okay? And that is why you have all this patience, and your patience is getting you there, because patience is a virtue, because you're being asked to protect this patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning the way you want them to in the moment. Have patience. It'll eventually work out. Have patience. It'll eventually work out. I tell you, trust me when I tell you, it's all going to work out for you, because you're the best around, and I love you guys. Thank you, all my new subscribers, all the likes, subscribes, shares. Appreciate you. Thank you, all my members. I appreciate you very much. I'm very grateful. Believe me, I'm very grateful for you. Thank you, and I love you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.